Right, so this is week 2 of my trip with my cousin in Atlanta. This is Monday morning. As always, showing up for my morning yoga classes, which has been a savior, but I never really want to sign up or show up. And then I enjoyed taking the pups for a walk. It was really nice to spend time with them. This trip went by so freaking fast, but it was so nice. And I've been talking a lot about the magic of life and trying to let go a little bit so that the universe can show me the magic. And the trip to see my cousin was kind of spur of the moment. It just so happened. But when I tell you that it was such a meant to be thing, and the timing of it was literally wild. So my son passed away almost 3 years ago, and my cousin is about 2.5 years sober, and so we both just really restarted our lives recently. And so to be able to spend time together and just love on each other was so nice. So this is us at the grocery store. We're picking up stuff. She is making ceviche, which I've never had ceviche before, and I have never seen it cooked, which that was a little bit wild. Then while we were out, she took me kind of around different parts of Atlanta. This little town was so adorable. This little flower shop that her friend owns was precious. And when I tell you, she went in there and just told her friend that she wanted a bouquet, and he made the most whimsical, beautiful bouquet in literally 15 minutes. It was adorable. I still couldn't get over it. It looked like a fairy tale. Then she kind of showed a little bit more. This is a completely different side of Atlanta, and I had never really spent much time in Atlanta until this trip, and I will say that my mind is completely changed because just the diversity that was there was really cool. But more than anything, there was so much community-based things. I don't know how to describe it. It was just, I'm thoroughly impressed by it. So then this is Monday night, the ceviche. It was so good. It was kind of weird to watch it actually cook in front of you in the lime juice, but also holy moly, that took so much lime juice. Then this is Tuesday morning, showing up for my yoga class. I restarted with one of my other instructors, and he kicks my butt. And I was the day before I started my period this day, so I was I don't really feel like doing all this, but I did it, and I'm glad that I showed up. I'm always glad that I showed up, but I never really want to show up. And I was getting the pups for our morning walk. She has these 3 little chihuahuas, and they are each so different. And I really did fall in love with them while I was staying there. So Bella is hilarious. She's a typical woman. She just wants to be loved and fed, and she will push to get what she wants, which I respect that. And then Marcos is the sweetest little gentleman, and he just watches his women. He's a good guy. And then Taki is actually a girl. That's Taki right there. But Taki has tomboy energy, but Taki also has some anxiety, and oh my gosh, it was just heartbreaking. So Taki's on some medication, and it does help, but Taki's just a sweet little baby, and maybe has some, I don't know, they don't really know what he's got or she's got going on, but some type of nervous system, because she takes gabapentin, and that's one of the things that helps her. So Lisa, my cousin, found what works best for this little pup, and that little pup is just precious. I don't even know how to describe it, but the sweetest, softest little energy. And I just have really loved getting to know them and loving on them, and they loved on me so much. I'm gonna really miss, they were my little shadows everywhere I went. They just followed me. And then, so I think this is Tuesday. Oh yeah, Tuesday we went to the Battery, which is in Atlanta, and it's connected to the baseball field. And this was a really cool, and again, different side of Atlanta. There's just so many different sides. And then we stopped at this little Peruvian place, and we got lunch. Oh, see, sweet Taki, just the sweetest. I don't even know how. And this lunch was so good. Everything was so fresh and tasted delicious. And then we just kind of checked out the other little shops. This reminded me so nostalgic, old school, all those old school candies. And then this is kind of just a few clips of us walking around. Again, it's just I love communities that have places like this where you can just kind of like go and spend time with people, and you don't always have to be like doing something or going out. Like, I don't know. I'm just, as I get older, I'm so over clubs and bars. I've never been one to be on them, but I'm so over it now. So then we came back home, and I was like, oh shoot, I need to work on my homework because I have a bunch of math assignments that are due like literally days away. So I sat down for probably like 3 hours and worked on my homework, and the pups were right there as always. They're so cute. And then I made some leftover ceviche into like a little bowl. And then my cousin asked me to get the pups ready for, she had a friend come over, and I just think it's hilarious that her puppies like actually enjoy getting dressed. Like, you can kind of see it here, but when you go to get them dressed, they like put their head up or their paw up to like put their outfit on. It's hilarious. And she had just gotten Marcos this new little outfit, and when I put it on, it was so stinking cute. But this is typical Bella. She like wants to be center of attention all the time. I had to like push her off to the side so that I could try to get the footage of Marcos, but look at him.
Oh boy, yeah, you put your little paw up. Good job.
I just can't. It's so cute.
Okay, we got one arm in. Okay, let's see the other leg. You're gonna lift up this leg. Good boy. Oh, so handsome. Okay, we gotta button it. Good boy. You might have to be a suave little guy with the first button undone. Oh my gosh. I can't. You look really good, man. Okay. Hold on, Bella. You look beautiful. You do. You look beautiful. You look so handsome, Marcos. I see you, Bella. Bella, you look so nice. Yeah, Bella, you got your outfit on. Wait, hold on, Marcus. I want to see your whole outfit. Let me see your little paws. But you, Bella. Let me see, because I want you to stand up so we can see it. Oh, so handsome. Yeah, you look so nice, Bella. You got your pearls on. You want us to see how pretty you are. You're beautiful. I love your outfit. Okay, Marcos, let's see your outfit. Oh, there we go. Look, with the little popped collar and everything. You're a handsome guy, man. The talkie in the back corner. He's a little anxious. Time for his meds.
Then this is Wednesday morning. I was supposed to have my yoga class, but it was thundering so bad that it put the power out. So I got to sleep in, and the puppies were really excited about that. And then I was like so bloated and just not feeling good from about to start my period. So instead of coffee, I forced myself to have one of my turmeric lattes, and I needed that. My body needed that. So then I back to my computer. I think I sat on the computer for another few hours trying to catch up on my math homework. And then I had another first, which I was like kind of debating doing this for a long time. I got a Brazilian wax, and holy crap. I don't even have words. The pain of that was like, wow. It was quick, but it was painful. And then this was one of the last few nights there, so she took me to one of her favorite little like hole in the wall bars called Vesper. It was really cute, and it had like a really fun, like kind of like sophisticated dive bar. And then, oh my gosh, we got back, and I had heard like some water in my car, and so I was like, let me just see. And I just like took a little stick and like moved it on my door handle, on like the bottom of my door. All of this water came out of my door. It was wild. That was crazy. So then this is Thursday morning. Back to my yoga. Didn't have a storm, so I had to show up for my yoga class. I love yoga, but I mean, I'm not gonna try to fake it. The truth is it's not always the easiest to motivate yourself to work out, and especially when you have like a lot of stuff going on, it's easy to prioritize other things. But I'm trying to be really good about making sure that no matter how crazy and chaotic my life gets, I always focus on myself. So then after I did my yoga, I took a shower and I made myself some breakfast and then hung out with the little crazy puppers. This was Thursday, and my last day in Atlanta was on Saturday, so this was kind of like towards the end of the trip. It started to get sad. I really enjoyed my time with my cousin. So then this is on Friday. We kind of had just a chill morning at the house. We finished up a couple of projects, and then I left my little flowers to say thank you for having me, and then on the road I go. Oh man, okay, it's Saturday morning at like 9 a.m. My trip here in Atlanta is coming to an end. I have my last little thing that I'm doing here in Atlanta, which I'm going to teach a little yoga mindful movement class this morning at a local clubhouse for like the mental health community. I'm super excited to be doing this. I literally sobbed on the way here, just the like fact that I've gotten to this point that I'm not gonna cry again because I need to like get it together, but the fact that I've like gotten to this point that I not only have healed like so much of my trauma, but that I've healed enough to be able to show up for other people. And it feels extremely humbling because the whole time that I was fighting through my mental health, I always knew that I wasn't just fighting for me, but I was fighting for the people after me. And at the time, I really just saw that as like my family, my future potential family. But now to see that like I'm gonna be able to show up for other people who have walked similar paths in life to me is like, I don't know. I didn't think I was gonna get here. And to be honest, it feels a little surreal. Like, I don't know, I think that, you know, they say, like, be careful what you ask for. I also think that it's, like, sometimes when you do ask for things, you spend so long, like, trying to work towards that when it comes, it just feels so normal. Like, I should be freaking out because this is my first class that I've taught, but this is me. Like, what I'm about to go in and do is something that is not just something that I like want to do, but it's who I am. And so it feels so exciting to be in a place where I'm able to like flow. I don't know how else to say it, but I've worked really hard to be able to turn everything that's happened to me in life into something that can grow into something bigger. And this is just a start, but it's a start and it's wild. And I'm really excited. Also nervous. I don't really like speaking in front of like bigger groups, but I know it's something that I'm just going to slowly adjust to. So today is going to be probably a little scary in the beginning, but then it'll be fine. The class was actually a little bit further, so I packed up and I left my cousin's this morning. I'm really gonna be sad to leave her 3 pups and her. I've had a really fun time with them, but I am extremely excited to go to my next few stops. So today after I teach my class, I'm gonna just jump into my car and start on to my next journey. I have like 9 hours of driving today. Or no, I have 6 hours of driving today, and then about 9 hours of driving tomorrow, and then I'll reach my next destination, stay overnight, and then I have another like 16-hour drive that I'll be splitting into 2 days as well. So
There's a traffic light.
Gosh, well, I guess this is just the way that things work out. My class got canceled because a couple of the people called that they weren't going to be able to make it, and she was like, I don't want you to have to come all the way out here for nothing, which I'm already out here, but whatever. It is what it is. So I just went and walked to the little farmer's market. And look how cute. I got this anti-inflammatory tea. My little sister's been all into teas, and I'm going to see her next, so I thought it'd be fun to put a little tea mix. And then I got a whole bag full of Georgia peaches, which this was like, you know, I had to get Georgia peaches while I'm in Georgia. Well, it actually kind of works out nice because now I'll be able to drive a little bit more today, so I guess I'm just gonna go and get on the road. Here we go to my next stop. I'm feeling a little tired and definitely a little like thrown all over the place. So it'll be nice to kind of maybe like zone out on this drive today and then get a hotel tonight, get a good night's sleep, and then back on the road tomorrow. Then these are a few clips from my drive from Atlanta to San Antonio, and I have done the drive to San Antonio before, but it was so crazy. I was driving, and I think I was in like Louisiana, and I saw a freaking alligator dead on the side of the road, and I'm like, we ain't in Florida anymore, which I know there is alligators in Florida, but yeah. Then, oh my gosh, the little Theodore sign just gets me every time. And then this is me finally getting to my hotel for the night. I was so worn out and just like delusional at this point. So I ordered Thai food, and I was like really excited to like just lay in bed and eat my freaking Thai food. And then I feel like this is my life right now, but you just gotta roll with it. I mean, what the freaking heck? Why wouldn't you put silverware in there? I don't really know, but whatever. Made the most of it, ate like an egg roll or two, and then I had to go down to my car and get a fork. But when I tell you, I was a happy camper to be like in one spot, in quietness, in a comfy bed. So I got a good night's sleep, and then this is where I'm going to end my vlog for this week. And then next week I'll start it off with me being in San Antonio.